Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about 5 mistakes that people make when they start out blogging. So I guess beginner blogger mistakes. I started blogging in 2014 and I've kind of been off and on ever since. So I really haven't full-time blogged ever. I've always been going to school or working, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm trying to just balance doing all sorts of stuff, literally just everything. But I wanted to give you the 5, I guess, kind of mistakes that I made that I definitely don't want other beginning bloggers to do or to just look out for when people try to contact you. So I actually wrote a blog post on this and I felt like I just wanted to say even more. So I figured, why not just do a video where I can clearly explain exactly what I mean utilizing my voice. So here we go. I've got some notes on my phone, so I know it's ridiculous that I can't remember 5 things, but y'all, it's rough. So the first thing is not being yourself. I think that you truly can lose who you are when you're blogging. And I know people are like, what? How do you lose who you are? But seriously, with so many people blogging, I felt like sometimes I wasn't being genuinely me. And I was trying to fit into this mold of what I thought the perfect fashion or lifestyle blogger was. And that just ended up being so hard for me because I was trying to be someone that I wasn't, if that makes sense. And I think that's so ridiculous because you are you, and being you is the easiest thing that you can do. So why not be yourself? And also, it's just freaking ridiculous trying to be someone else. I would catch myself trying to pose the same as other people, or oh, they posted this photo with their toast and Nutella or some stupid shit like that. And I'd be like, oh, I need to do this too. No, people don't want to see the same freaking thing on their feed. They're not going to want to follow you if they already follow this person that you're just copying. Stop. Don't do it. Be yourself. Put yourself out there and be yourself. People can tell if you're being fake. I promise you, when I read captions that are just not the person, you can tell. You can see when it's not real and genuine. So the next thing is, I think one of the biggest mistakes, or I guess faults that I had, was being on my phone 24/7. I thought that I had to be available 24/7. If someone were commenting on my photo, I was if I don't respond in 5 minutes, then they're gonna hate me and they're gonna unfollow me. And it was just rough. Legit, it was so rough. I felt like I was always on my phone trying to respond or be available for these people that are following me. Because I'm seriously so grateful for all of my followers. But y'all, you have to have a life too. You have to be living your life and doing all these things that, I don't know, you're taking pictures of and putting online. But you have to be available and living your true life and not be glued to your phone screen. Also, it just gives you really bad headaches, and that's annoying. But I feel like when I'm on my phone, I'm taking time away from being with my friends or my family. And yeah, whipping your phone out every now and then to take a photo is fine. Or having your friend snap a photo of you walking down the street, or if you see a cool mural, duh, they're your friends. They know that you do this and you blog and you need content. But what I'm saying is being on your phone 24/7. Why would someone want to be friends with you if you go out to dinner or lunch and you're literally just sitting on your phone liking random photos or just scrolling through and trying to comment on everybody's things? It's just so exhausting and definitely not what you need to do and not what you think you need to do. Your followers understand. And you know what? If someone unfollows you because you didn't respond in 5 minutes, then they're not the follower that you want. All right, so the third thing is not giving your followers helpful content. So the best way for me to explain this is, what do I want to see? So if you're going to someone's blog or, a like website with articles, like helpful tip articles, what do you want to see? So exactly, you want to see like helpful tips, or like, for me, I love sales. Like, I absolutely love sales. Thank you, Leslie. That's my mom. She literally is the queen of sales. And so now I love them, and I feel like I have to shop sales like nonstop. So my thing is that I always talk about sales going on, and I want to be a resource for my followers. So let's say one of my followers is like, oh man, like I really need a dress for this upcoming event that I have. I want them to think, oh, Tana at Collar to Collar, like I need to go to her website and see if she posted anything on like sales going on right now, or maybe dresses for certain events that are like on sale. So that's what I mean by giving your followers helpful content. And it doesn't necessarily have to be what my helpful or like resourceful content is. I'm just saying you want to be a place where your followers want to come and gain knowledge and information, because like why else would they want to? Like why would they want to go to your website if you're not giving them anything? And you know what? Photographers are a little bit different because they're giving beautiful content in the form of pictures. So I go to photographers' websites all the time, and I'm like, this is so beautiful, and there goes like an hour, but I was looking at gorgeous photos. Like I felt like it was so worth it. So definitely try to give your followers helpful content and be a resource. Remember that. So this is a big one. Saying yes to every brand that contacts you. So when I want to say like 1,000 followers on Instagram, I had all sorts of brands reaching out to me. And they weren't like huge brands or anything. It was like a couple sunglass brands. They drive me nuts. Like these sunglass brands, they're not like real sunglass brands. They're like all pretty crappy sunglasses. Like don't fall for it. But they reach out to me in like comments. And in the beginning, I was getting brands that like, I didn't really know, but like I sort of liked the product, or I thought it was kind of cool. And I thought maybe my followers would like it, but I wasn't really thinking about my followers. I was thinking about me. Like, do I like it? And I feel like that's your first mistake. You should like it, of course. Like, yes, duh, you should like the product. But you should think about what your followers like and like why they're following you. So if you're like a makeup or beauty blogger, then yeah, of course, like you're going to accept makeup and beauty products from brands, because obviously your followers are interested in that because they're following you for the entire like makeup and whatever that you do. So don't say yes to all of the brands that reach out. I did, and I said yes to so many different brands that I felt like my Instagram feed and my blog was all like products. It was just like me putting on makeup and like, here, look at this foundation, or like me wearing certain earrings and being like, look at these beautiful earrings. Like it wasn't, I hate to say it, like it was me, but like it wasn't me, because that's not why I started my blog. Like I didn't start my blog to be a walking like catalog on my feed. Like I don't want someone to go to my Instagram and be like, oh my gosh, like all she does is just post about like products, and that's kind of annoying to see. And it's a true balance and art to like good bloggers that are able to have a product that they like and kind of sneak it in as an ad. Like there are so many bloggers and I'm like, this is just such a beautiful photo, and their caption is just like an everyday caption. And then I see that maybe like the pillow behind them was something that was sponsored or in the ad. Like I love that. I think that's so cool. But there are some people that, I kid you not, they become an ambassador for a program or a product or a brand, and they seriously like the product. Like they do, they love it. But their entire feed is all about the product and it drives me nuts. Like, I seriously want to unfollow them. Honestly, I've unfollowed, like, I want to say 5 or 10 people like that because I followed them for them and their content and their personality and them holding up a freaking, like, can of whatever or, like, I don't know, a freaking breakfast bar that's always in their photos or, like, always on their clothes. Like, that's so annoying. Like, a lot of their followers probably don't give two shits about that product. And their followers that do are probably sick of seeing it too. So just be yourself again, number 1 point. And don't feel bad saying no to a brand. Because more than like half of the time I say no now. Because I just don't have time to talk about a product that I probably don't even like. And if I do like a product, of course I'm going to talk about it. I want my followers to know what products I genuinely love and why I genuinely love them. But I think that a lot of new bloggers are scared to say no, or if they do say yes, they're scared to tell them that maybe they didn't like the product. But you need to. Like, don't post about things that you truly don't like. Contact the brand and say something along the lines of like, thank you so much for sending me this product so I had a chance to try it and it just wasn't for me or it doesn't fit with my personal brand. Like, that is totally okay. And you know what? Most of the time the brand is going to be so thankful that you reached out to them and said, hey, like, this doesn't fit with me, because they don't want you to post about how it doesn't fit with you or you don't like it. Sometimes though, I have posted about a product that I didn't like, that I received, and was just very kind about it. I talked about why I didn't personally like the product and it didn't maybe work with my like skin type, but it could totally work for you. So I think it's all about how you phrase it. But I started my blog on wanting to be super honest, because I know that a lot of bloggers say they love everything and are obsessed with everything, but they can't. They can't like everything. They truly can't. So I wanted to be a little bit different and talk about the things that maybe I don't like. But it's not always products that I receive from brands either. It could just be a product I picked up at Target because I thought it looked pretty on the wrapping and then just tried it and didn't like it. But overall, you don't have to say yes to everything, and don't be afraid to say no after you have said yes. And finally, the last point, or I guess mistake that I've made that I hope bloggers don't make in the future, is buying followers or using programs to follow or unfollow you. So I never actually bought followers, but oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many friggin' profiles have reached out to me to buy real followers. Real followers? Yeah, okay, that's not true. But I did have a couple companies reach out to me, and I still have them reach out, that say, hey, we'd love to like run your Instagram account and follow certain people or like unfollow people that aren't active with your account and like photos for you that are within your niche. So I thought that was awesome. Like, in the beginning of blogging, I was on my phone 24/7. So I was like, oh my God, like if someone could just take the burden off and I don't have to like all these photos within a certain hashtag that I want, that would be great. So I didn't actually pay for it. So I got to do like a free trial. Actually, I think I did pay for one of them. So I got a free trial first, and you give them your account information. Like, I'm an idiot. I seriously gave them my username and password and was like, okay, do whatever. So naive. Anyway, they got on my profile and, you know, were liking a bunch of photos and growing my following, which I thought was great. Oh, so backtrack a little bit. When you create this profile with them, you go through and you type in what type of niche you are. So like fashion blogger, what likes, dislikes, all this stuff, so they can target the right people on Instagram. And they pride themselves on doing this. They pride themselves on being able to target the right people for you that you would genuinely like if you weren't utilizing them. So, all right, fast forward back to where I was. I got on my Instagram, I want to say like a day later. I gave it like a day to do all this stuff. And we just like check the following number every now and then. But I got on and had like 5 messages from these older men, like creepy looking old men on Instagram that were like, hey baby, like how are you doing? Can we meet up? Where do you live? Like I see you live here, like I'm close by, like let's meet up. And I was like, what the shit? Like this is not, no, like why are these people reaching out to me all of a sudden? Like yeah, you have like weird shit like that happen every now and then, but like not 5 at the same freaking time. So I went and looked at their profiles and noticed I was following them. I was like, what the hell? So I immediately contacted that company and was like, what? Like, I'm a young woman and you're liking all of these like men that live near me, all their stuff, and they're like sending me gross messages. What are you doing with your life? And they were just like, I'm sorry, but like we don't know what you're talking about. We don't know why that's happening. Like it must be you. What? Like, no, hello, it's not me. So I immediately canceled everything with them, changed all of my passwords, and was like, hell freaking no, this is bullshit. And thought maybe it was just that company. So I want to say like 4 months later, a different company reached out that I thought looked pretty legit, and I decided to do it again. This time I actually paid, so they looked legit enough for me to think that it would be worth paying like, I don't know, $20 a month or something. And so I paid for this, and it freaking happened again. Like, these companies don't give a crap what you put in your surveys. Like, they don't care. They're just trying to scam you and get your money. So do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. Unless you want creepy people messaging you, it's just not worth it. Try to grow everything on your own organically. Don't fall into any of those traps. That's the best advice that I can give you. But these are my 5 mistakes that I made that I hope new bloggers can avoid. Thank you so much. If you liked this video, give it a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. Bye, guys.